Hi Cap, so welcome to the new office, okay? I'm joking, but it's summer, so I really wanted to bring a new vibe, okay? So we're out here in nature, and we're going to give you some quick messages. Like the video, comment, and check out the endorsement that you've just seen before the video, because it's cool. For the Capricorn man, you've got to get rid of this fire sign. You've got a leech. It's a leech. So I feel like for the Capricorn man, you've got somebody who is extremely bad for you, bad for your assets, bad for your future. If you're someone who's successful and your instinct is screaming, this woman is just in it for what she can get. She is, okay? For the Capricorn woman, you could be having problems made for you in a job, or someone who's trying to get you out of a job. Three of Pentacles reversed. This person is trying to either get you out of a job, or they're trying to stop you excelling within a job. The Queen of Wands reversed is a bitch. She's the type of person she's very jealous. She's very petty. She likes to be the leader with no competence. She has no competence. She's like what you see today. You know, these people who are being paid to do a job and they don't even show up for the job. I'm not saying all people, but there's a lot of people like this today. So I feel like for the Capricorn woman, this particular person might be trying to goad you, get a reaction from you, cause you problems. She's either doing two things, trying to get you out of a job or trying to stop you progressing within a job, okay? For the Sagittarius man, there was something around a gold digger. So I feel like this is somebody who they could be after your house. I feel like this person is after your assets. They're not interested in you. They're after what they can get from you, okay? So what energy is Capricorn carrying at this time, please? The Wheel of Fortune reversed. Are you ignoring the signs? The Wheel of Fortune reversed is... the Wheel of Fortune is a clock, right? So the message here is we're wasting our time. We're wasting our time. Okay? So some Capricorns, I feel like you're wasting your time. There's something around that with a person in a situation. The Wheel of Fortune reversed is, I'm going to be honest with you, you're ignoring the signs, you're ignoring fate, you're ignoring destiny. You're going in the opposite direction of what, this is not good, and I'm going to be honest. Whenever I see this, and I don't fear cards because I feel like all cards, like, they have good and bad. But as a reader, any time I see the Wheel of Fortune reversed, I'm just like, this is just a person who is going in the opposite direction of what the fates and destiny intend for them. And so when we go in the opposite direction, our life can be full of turmoil, it can be full of chaos, it can be full of the wrong people. But really what it is the universe saying, I don't support this connection, I don't support this direction, I don't support this job. Maybe that's what this Queen of Wands reversed is about. It's kind of a signal that the universe just doesn't support you being in this job or being around these people. You deserve better, okay? Five of Swords. Five of Swords. Okay? So the Five of Swords is Pyrrhic victory. Pyrrhic victory is where people want to win at any cost. Now, the Wheel of Fortune is also what comes up must come down. You must be careful of your enemies now. You must be careful of the people you battle. Because either you're in a position right now where you feel like you've got nothing to lose, but that can also be a dangerous place to be because you can be destructive. Or you're dealing with a person who's got nothing to lose. So the problem is if you don't want to be affected by this person, this is a very dangerous individual, right? If you don't want to be affected by this person and do not go into battle with this person, because this is a person who, at any cost, they don't care, okay? So pick your battles now, be smart. But I feel like there's something nasty going on around Capricorn, and like I said, I don't think you're causing it. It's an outside energy, it's an outside person. I don't get it as that you're causing it, because you're coming up as the Ace of Pentacles. It's jealousy. There is people that are jealous of you, they're envious of you. they're like, who does she think she is? Maybe you keep yourself to yourself. Maybe you've got bag. Maybe you're doing well. Maybe you did the work that they didn't. But I'm telling you now, you've either got the Five of Swords people are just people who they're not living for anything. And this is a thing that you need to be careful what you're sharing on the internet. If you're winning, shut your mouth. Don't share things. Don't show off. Stay quiet. You know, because people forget this, right? You've got many people observing your life now. This isn't even just people around you. This is random strangers. We're in those times, right? Okay, I'm not trying to scare you, Capricorn. I'm trying to give you the heads up. It's up to you if you listen. The Ace of Pentacles is also, don't try to get revenge against this person who's been moving against you. I do think, in a sense, with that Wheel of Fortune coming out, the universe is supporting you. So sometimes the universe will put an enemy in your life. Because you ain't going to move if they don't. You know? So that's why they say learn from your enemies. Love thy enemy. Because the enemy is going to help you to develop. It's going to help you to grow. So actually, in a sense, I feel like it's beneficial. The Ace of Pentacles is like nature. Get outside, get into greenery, get into the forest. Some years, I feel like you've put on weight. Your health might not be good. Walk. Okay? I think it's time to start walking. It's time to start taking your health seriously. Okay? Where is Capricorn sabotaging themselves, please? God. Five of Pentacles. So I do think some of yous, I mean, we've got poverty here. Five of Pentacles is also the system. You haven't got time for petty battles. There's a lot of people sitting there now in this system, and they all think they've won. And they're watching people's downfall, and they're watching suffering, and they think they're safe. They've got no idea what is coming down the pipe, and I'm not saying this in a bitchy way. Some people are looking at the lives of people now who are truly, truly struggling and suffering, and they believe that'll never be them. Big mistake. Capricorn, you need to think about where the future is going. You need to, the red flags. Some of you might be on the brink of homelessness. You might be on the brink of a job loss. You might be on the brink of the Five of Pentacles is lack. It's destitution. It's complete ruin. That's what the Five of Pentacles is, right? And this person is, so I feel like there's a message for Capricorn at this time, which is, I think you've got someone who's actively seeking that for you. And again, I'm just a tarot reader on the internet. You don't have to listen to me. You can sit there and go, oh, this bitch is crazy. Tune out. Don't listen. It's no problem. But when I show up and I give you a message, smart people listen. Right? For the Capricorns who are doing well, I think it's the reverse. So there's a lot of messages that are coming out here. For the Capricorns who are doing well, shh, we know you've got the bag, we know you've got the car, we get it. Because a lot of people don't. Okay? If you don't want to bring bad things in, okay? Win quietly, okay? And it's just not the time for that now, okay? Because I feel like you've got people observing you. They could be observing your money, or just genuinely, if you go running your mouth or you go being too showy, you might regret it. Listen or don't. For the Capricorn man, there is something to do with the loss of a house, the loss of assets. You need to be cautious with who you're dating. You know, a lot of human beings now, they're marrying for commodity. They see human beings as an asset. They see them as leverage. That's why the minute you're on your face and the minute you're on your ass, none of them show up. You know why? You're no longer beneficial. That's why when you lose everything and you go through the worst periods of your life, you'll see none of them. You're not famous anymore. You're not convenient anymore. You have no money. You have nothing to offer. You're a burden. You'll see them all disappear. Maybe you'll have one or two sticking around if you're lucky. Okay? So Capricorns need to be smart now. And I feel like there is a strong message around going in the wrong direction, ignoring the universe, ignoring the signs, kind of in a pity party, feeling like, oh, you know, it's just not my luck. There could be a lack of mindset. There could be, this doesn't even have to be financially. Maybe it's love. Other things can destroy you in life. You can be sitting in a farmhouse. You can be sitting in a mansion, but you're dead inside, right? You're lacking community. You're lacking true people. So I think Capricorns at this time, it, it's about being smart, right? But it's also about looking at what you lack, and it's also about protecting your interest, okay? And then we've got the Three of Cups. For the Capricorn man, I think it's time to leave this woman who's clearly proven herself behind. You need to stay classy at this time and don't play back. I feel like this is a person who they'll use it all against you. Even though it can be infuriating, the calmer you can be with this person, the better it's going to be for you. Because this is like a person who'll film you secretly. This is a person who'll record you secretly. They'll look for data on you. They might follow you. Be smart now. For the Capricorn man, if you was betrayed by somebody, it is time now to let that go and to go out there, get into nature. Ace of Pentacles is working on yourself, healing yourself. Same as the Capricorn ladies in here who are winning. Listen, it's not your fault you're winning and other people are losing. But like I said, trust me now, I've done human behaviour for years now. The Five of Swords is a person, and I know myself, I'm a Gemini, who you do not want to mess with. Not unless you want to drag your life into some pretty bad places. This is criminals. This is people who, they've got nothing to live for. This is people who are violent. I'm not saying be scared. I'm saying be smart. Right? Sometimes letting the person think they've got the win. That type of person, they tend to want power. So let them think they've got, no, I'm scared. You're right. Be sharp now, okay? Be careful what you're sharing. There's no need to show off. Protect your interest. There's a message there. Any other good stuff? Strength. So right now, and I know Capricorns love animals, I feel this could also be a metaphor for like getting an animal. I'm getting out the car. Maybe some of you have lost your car. You can't walk, you know? There is something around the car here that keeps coming up a lot. But if you do have the blessing of God to have a good life and you've got a nice car and stuff like this, the message here is still get out the car. God gave you the car, your legs, okay? So some of you, I think you're relying too much on your car, or you're in your car too much, or you're in your job too much. And I feel like there's a message here too. There could also be the Wheel of Fortune reversed as kind of wasting our time, wasting our life, you know? Get out in nature, right? Take your legs, get out the car, get out the office, get out your head, you know? Some of you are very wrapped up in the material, you're very wrapped up in your goals, and that's a Capricorn. Capricorns, I'm not saying that that's all they care about, they don't. They love animals, they love people, they're very loyal. But I'm saying, I just feel like you're wrapped up not in a selfish way, you're just kind of like, I've got no time. Make time. Don't miss another summer, right? I understand you're busy. Maybe you've got multiple companies. Maybe you've got a big, some of you haven't. Some of you are wasting your time. Some of you are jobless. Some of you are penniless. But there could also be a message here, which is whichever one you are, walking will help you to connect to the signs, connect to nature, get away from the noise. Figure it out. You can't figure it out in your little box. You can't figure it out in your head. That's also a box. You need to get outside. Don't be in a car. Don't be in a city. You need to get into nature. And for the Capricorns who are really struggling with loneliness right now, there's like a deep loneliness right now. Animals. Okay? So I see the way this woman is hugging this lion. Don't go hugging a lion, okay? But they're lovely. But there's limits, But the point I'm making is this is maybe a big dog, This is getting a companion. Something I've definitely learned is animals will be more fiercely loyal than humans will. Humans tend to be fickle. They tend to, like I said, go where it suits them, when it's convenient. And I'm not saying all humans, but the vast majority are self-preserving, they're self-driven. And I feel like a message at this time is, if you get yourself a little animal, could be a cat, could be indoor, could be outdoor animal, the happiness that you're going to feel, the love that you're going to feel. If you've already got an animal, it's embracing this animal. I feel like this animal is also like a protector. So I feel like you've got an animal in your life, and this has been sent by God as a protector, as a provider, right? You can see how happy she is. See the way she's wearing white. So this is divine, right? And look how happy this animal is. So, some of yous, you've been struggling, but the Chariot and another sign just got this. I think it was Sagittarius. You're putting on your armor, okay, and you're taking the good with the bad, right? And you're getting back up, and you're saying, okay. You know, the Chariot is also militant. So some of you are being challenged by people in your life. We talked about these darker people, or you're being challenged by circumstances, and you're being told, militant. The military go into very dangerous situations. They deal with very dangerous people. I'm not saying go into the military, but it's the same principle. We're living in a time now where things are really unstable, and you cannot be complacent. The other side of the coin is you want to see the light as much as the dark. You don't want to be walking around twitchy. You don't want to be walking around in fear, but you also don't want to be walking around ignorant. Okay? So, for the Capricorns who you're kind of sensing, do not put your head in the fucking sand. You're sensing that someone is out for you. You need to be smart now. Don't underestimate enemies. Don't overestimate strangers. Don't be too guarded, but don't be too trustworthy now. You need to kind of be balanced, okay? Page of Pentacles with the Queen of Cups is some of you need to work on your emotions, because your emotions might leave you vulnerable in some way. Some of you could be dealing with the typical, maybe you're dealing with a Cancer, but some of you could be dealing with, with the Wheel of Fortune reverse, that's Cancer, the Chariot is Cancer. Some of you could be going through Cancer. You could be dealing with someone in your life who's got Cancer. There is definitely for Capricorn a very testing time for some of you, or there is a test, and you're going to want the universe on your side. And this is about protecting your health, preserving your health. We talked about this in this reading. This is not taking your health for granted. Your mental, your spiritual health, your physical health. It's about a complete life. It's about a complete life. And it's about, I feel like when we've got battles in our life or enemies in our life, it can fully consume us, or people who are out for us, or we kind of feel isolated. That's the goal of these people. They want to destroy you psychologically, energetically, physically. You need to be battle. See the armor. This is spiritual armor. It's physical armor. It's, you know, with that Ace of Pentacles, you're keeping yourself strong. You're keeping yourself together. You're not losing focus. If you're struggling financially now, instead of going into fear, instead of going into the Five of Pentacles, you're going into strategy, because Capricorns are good at that. No emotion, black and white, logic. But you have to have your eyes open now, your heart, and, connected to faith. You have to lean on things that are beautiful. There's always good every day, no matter what we're going through. And this is not a woman who's talking out of her ass. I've been through a lot. And you need to look for the beauty now, especially if you are being challenged with something as big as, your health, or something, a loss, or, or it can just feel like people are moving against you. Okay? You need to keep your balance now. Okay? There you go. So, like the video, comment. If you want a personal read, check them out below. The Divine Messages is half price, but there's all of the amazing reads on the website. If you want to speak to one of the teachers, they talk about everything. You can talk to them right now. The link is below. You get 3 minutes. Sometimes that's what we need to do, Capricorn. Like, we need to talk to someone. Maybe some of you need to speak to a business advisor. Maybe some of you need to speak to someone who physically protects you. Maybe you need to speak to a lawyer. Okay? But you need to be smart now. Okay? Don't start buckling. And some of you are doing extremely well. I picked that up. But not everybody is. And I would not. Don't. Now is not the time for that won't be me. it's not the time. Now's the time to be humble. Now's the time for no judgment. Now's the time to be quiet. But also, now is also the time to be careful and selective of who you're helping, who you're giving charity to, who you're giving information to, and who you're allowing close to you, because oh my God, how people can turn. Be smart, Capricorn. I'll speak to you soon. Hi everyone, welcome to a quick sponsor. So I've partnered with Psychic Source, and this is an amazing platform. So they only hire 2% of psychics, which means everybody on this platform is very good at what they do, and they've done over 10 million readings. So YouTube Tarot is great and TikTok, but if you're looking to speak to somebody directly and quickly, then this is what you want to be doing. They're doing deals at this time. If you sign up in the link below, you get 10 minutes for 30 minutes, you get 5 minutes for 20 minutes, I hope I'm saying this correctly, and you get 3 minutes for 10 minutes. So you get 3 minutes and you can try different psychics and test it for yourself. But it's just an amazing platform if you want to speak to honest, really, really good people. In other words, you can see here they're just normal people. You know, just normal, cool people. There's men, there's women. They do phone reads, they do chat reads, they do video reads, which is awesome because it's what you feel comfortable with. So maybe you don't want to speak to someone face to face, but you'd like to call somebody. It's for men, it's for women, it's for everybody. So check it out in the description box below. I'm very picky. People know this. They've known me for a long time. I'm very careful with who I endorse, but I do believe that this is a great platform. It's been featured in the news. It's awesome. So check it out in the description box below.